Testing, testing. How's everyone doing out there today? How's it going, Warren? First one to comment as usual. Let's see how messy my office is right now. Let's see. You guys see that? Oh, just a couple vacuums you can see so far. There's a bunch of stuff on the floor. But we're getting started here shortly. Thank you guys, as always, for being on here live. This is a very, very exciting live demo session today. So hopefully you're ready for that. How's it going, David, Harry, James, Lorna? Good to have all of you guys on here from Canada. Oh, I bet it's starting to get cold up there if it hasn't already been cold for the last few months. From the Netherlands, awesome. Great to have all of you guys on here. I'm here from Miami. Haven't left Miami for over a couple years now. Been in strict dad mode, parents mode, so we haven't really traveled much, and obviously COVID as well. But hoping to change that soon. My older brother's turning 40 in January, and he's planning a 40th birthday party in Puerto Rico. So hopefully I'll be going to Puerto Rico for a few days. But that's not what we are here to talk about today, okay? Who's excited about the emails that I've been sending out? Give me a 2 in the chat box. Perfect. Awesome. Frederick, David, Warren, Poppy, Harry, Delroy, Bruce. Perfect. Well, pretty much what we're going to share with you today is exactly what I've been saying on my emails and what you see on the page right now, which is a live demo. All right, you're going to be seeing multiple different things. You're going to watch us build the perfect funnel in minutes for any niche, service, or offer. All right, but we're also going to take that a step further and show you multiple different proven funnels that you can go out there and start using right away. Literally, the moment you get off of this call, you'll be able to replicate these funnels, for your own offers, whether you're doing affiliate marketing, whether you're doing e-commerce, whether you're doing, clients, you're sending your clients traffic to funnels, no matter what it is you're doing, or even if you're totally brand new and you don't really know, which way to take your business, at the end of the day, everything comes back to funneling people down a proper funnel. Pretty much that is what really makes the difference between you making 10 bucks and you making $100. Okay, it truly is. And again, it doesn't matter what it is that you're promoting, whether it's a service, an affiliate product, your own product. Using a funnel is the difference between making $10 and making $100, because if you have someone come to a page and they buy a $10 product or a $30 product, and then from there you deliver the product, that ends right there. Or if they come to your page and you offer them an ebook, and then you deliver the ebook or the free video or whatever it is, and you deliver it right away, and that's it, that action ends right there. All right, but when you add a funnel to everything you're doing, that's what allows you to expand your business and really take your ROI to the next level. And that's how a lot of companies are able to kind of lose a little bit of money on their main offer, because they know they have a funnel on the back end, which is where they make their actual profit. All right, so if you're not using funnels yet, you have no idea what a funnel is, welcome to this call, because that's what this call is going to be exactly about. And we're going to show you a powerful, also, like I said, a demo session of a powerful software that allows you to build funnels in a matter of minutes. So that makes things even better for you guys if you've never used a funnel, or you're using something that takes you, more than 15-20 minutes to build a funnel, or something that takes you an hour to build a funnel. If you're doing anything like that, then you definitely want to pay attention to this live demo, because what we're going to show you is going to really maximize your time in the moment that you go from, your thought process of, creating a new campaign to actually being able to get a funnel out there. Is going to take you a matter of minutes. So how's it going now? I'm from New Zealand. So who's excited for that, right? Who? Give me a 1 in the chat box if you are currently using funnels in your business. Give me a 2 if you're not, and give me a 3 if you have no idea what a funnel is. Perfect. So a couple people with 2s, couple 1s. Poppy with the 2, Alexander. Awesome. I stopped using it as of now. Interesting, Saeed. Why did you stop using funnels? Let me know. Johnny's saying excited, if not another shiny object. Yeah, absolutely. At the very least, you will walk away with a better understanding of how to use funnels in your business. Okay. And obviously, we do have an offer to share with you of something that simplifies this process. It is not a shiny object, in my opinion, because it's something that is actually useful for anyone that is looking to build an online business. So, if you guys have been paying attention to the different sessions that I've been holding lately, they've all been extremely helpful, high quality products. Because that's where I've decided to really take my business is to just focus on bringing you guys the best of the best products and trainings that I truly believe are going to help you take your business to the next level. Oh, Saeed said it was expensive. Yeah, that's the other thing as well. A lot of funnel builders out there are really expensive. So, yeah, the good thing is that I have an amazing deal for you guys on here today. So, if you are using one of the expensive alternatives, stay tuned because not only are you going to most likely see something that's better than all the other stuff that's out there, but a lot better price than the stuff that's out there. Perfect. Awesome. And yeah, also like I said, we're going to be showing you guys real examples of funnels, okay? Because if you guys, same thing, if you've noticed my previous sessions, I like to really show you guys practical things that you can take away with you and start using right away, okay? David is saying, is this a done for you authority upgrade? No, this is not a done for you authority upgrade. I actually have a special guest on here with me that's going to be the one doing the demo for us. All right. And a lot of you may or may not know who he is. But if you know the platform Convertery, then you may know the person that's on here with me. How many of you have heard of the product Convertery? Give me a 2 in the chat box. Perfect. Yeah, it's right up there. Convertery is now right up there in the same conversation with products like ClickFunnels. All right. So Andy, the person that made Convertery, is the one that's on here with me, and he's totally changed the game when it comes to creating funnels as well. And we're going to be sharing that with you today. And also, as always, remember, never forget that I'm always here to give you guys freebies, bonuses. So if you're, as long as you're interacting with me, sometimes I'll pop in, pick people at random, give away 50 bucks here, 100 bucks here, give away, free bonuses, a bunch of different things. I'm always giving away things. Number one, because I appreciate you guys being on here live. And number two, I appreciate you guys interacting. Okay. So if you're in the comment section, don't be surprised if I call your name out because you won a prize. And then I'll send you a quick message on how you can claim your prize. So always be ready for that. All right. So give me a 3 in the chat box if you guys are ready to get started with this. Enough with the small talk. Saeed is saying, I want some of your products for free instead of money. Awesome. Well, we'll see. We'll see if I give away something, start giving away products instead of cash. That seems like a good idea. I haven't actually done that before. Perfect. So you guys are ready to get started. So let's go ahead and do this. Like I mentioned a few minutes ago, the person that's on here with me is Andy Fletcher, coming to us all the way from England. So some of you are probably in the same time zone as him. But he is the brain and the mastermind behind the platform Convertery, which, like I said, is up there in the same. Anytime people talk about page builders and all that stuff, they are in the same conversation with ClickFunnels, and there he is right there. Awesome.
Hey guys, it's great to see you. I'm here in my home office in the UK. You can see my home office is literally falling apart. Fell down and scared the absolute everything out of me literally 2 minutes ago. So if I sound like I'm full of adrenaline, it's because that nearly hit me in the head. How are you doing today, Joshua?
Good. Great to have you on here. As usual, we've had a few sessions together, and it's always great having you on here. But yeah, I mean, everyone is on here ready to go. As soon as you get started, I'll probably pop off of the camera just so I don't distract anyone. But I'll be here in the background. I'll be listening. I'll be looking out for those of you guys that are paying attention and interacting and all that stuff, so I can pick you guys to win some prizes. But Andy, if you're ready to go, feel free to let me actually pass you the controls.
Yeah, please do. And I'll also turn my camera off when we get going. I just wanted to be on camera and say hello properly to everyone before we start.
Perfect. So you guys can see this is live. Okay, I always get the question in the chat box: is this live or is this pre-recorded? No, this is actually live.
Yep, this is live. This is the time here in the UK is 7:40 on the 10th of November. I would hold up a newspaper if I had one, but I don't read them. Sorry.
Awesome. Well, take it away. I'll go ahead and turn off my camera now. And just so you guys know, we'll probably be on here for about 60 to 90 minutes. So just plan on that, pay attention, and be ready to be blown away.
Excellent. Thank you so much for the intro, Joshua. And please, I love these sessions to be interactive. Like I'm going to turn my camera off now, so it's not too distracting. I love these sessions to be interactive. I want you guys to talk to me. I want you to ask questions, particularly like when we're doing funnel demos. Like I get it. Like some of the numbers are hard. Some of the concepts can be hard to work with. So I want you to ask me questions. I'm here to help you. This doesn't need to be a one-way presentation. You've not just got to sit there and listen to me. Like I want you to say things I want you to talk to me. So with that in mind, give us 4 in the chat box. Sorry, I see several people saying, hey, Andy, but we've done camera switches, we've done control switches. Please give us 4 in the chat box if you can hear me. Let me know you're there. Let me know, oh, you're paying attention. Fantastic. Thank you so much. I always love like coming on to present to Joshua's crowd because you guys are so responsive. You're so engaged. It makes this really good. So let's dig in. Like I've called this presentation "How to Build Your First 6-Figure Funnel" because I'm pretty sure everyone's gunning for that amazing 7-figure funnel. But part of what we're going to talk about today is how to think simple about building funnels. Because in my experience, people either build like a nothing funnel or an everything funnel, and they don't really go for the middle ground where the money's actually made. Because as I'm sure you're all well aware, if you never actually like put the thing out there, you won't make any money. But if you don't use any of the funnel components, like digital marketing is just too competitive now. Like you just can't make enough money off the traffic you're getting. So let's dig in. Let's start off with a question. And this question is not rhetorical. Or I want you to answer this in the chat box. So what makes a good sales funnel? Type it into the chat box. Let me know what you think we're talking about today. What makes a good sales funnel?
And that's a great question. So I'll go ahead and pick a winner from the people that post an answer in the chat box, and I'll start off with a $50 prize to random person that posts an answer.
Excellent. So, sorry, I'm not sticking it in present mode, particularly because I get lost and confused easily when I can't see my slides on the left. It's specifically in this mode because I'm easily scared and confused. So we've got upsales, quick loading, which converts. Like that's a good answer. Very specific. Great offer with CTA. Yeah. High converting copy. Very important. Get more clients. It never ends. Yeah. Absolutely perfect funnel. Never ends. Freebies. You get the lead. Simple. Customer interest. Fast implementation. One that allows other options to needs customer from beginner to expert. One that converts. Oh wow! Like so many good answers here. Yeah.
And Francis Liu, hopefully I said that correctly. You won $50. I'll send you a message now.
There you go, guys. Like Joshua's webinars are some of the best I ever come on because he's one of the most engaged marketers I know. Very few people are willing to like get involved in the presentation at all, let alone jump in and give somebody $50 just for answering a question. I promise I'll try and throw out a couple more questions like that just so other people can win his money. That's the kind of guy I am. Right. So the important part is that it's a proven process to make money. Like all of the things you're talking about are fantastically important, but the key thing we're looking at here is it is a system that is proven. It is one that works. And I honestly wish somebody had like beaten this into me at an earlier point, because when I first got started, I was so bad at this. I was really dumb. Like I can't tell you how bad I was at making funnels. And my problem was I thought I had to reinvent everything from scratch. I thought I had to come up with my own unique funnel concepts. I thought I had to generate like every single product from scratch. I thought I had to do everything custom and bespoke, and if it was the same as anyone else's in any way, it wouldn't sell. When in fact the opposite is true. Like, the money is in the sales process, the money is in the funnel you design. And it's my job today to explain how to use those components so you can take these proven processes and apply them to your business. So make sure you stay to the end. I've got a fantastic giveaway at the end, and like basically all of the training, all of the concepts that I'm talking through, we've packaged up into a plan which we'll give to you at the end. That's not what's on offer here. That's not for sale. That's just yours, completely free. Stay through the training, and as well as getting all of it explained, we've got some fantastic giveaways at the end, so you can take it away. Like, you don't need to take as many notes on the way through. So listen up and pay attention. Like, this is the kind of info that took my business from 0 to amazing really quickly. Like, once I grasped the concepts I'm going to talk to you about today, this idea of using a proven funnel process and not trying to reinvent it all yourself, that's when my business really took off. So stick your phone on silent, like turn the notifications off, put it face down, close those other tabs, make sure you're paying attention, because we're here today to talk about how to build your first 6-figure funnel. Let's do a quick poll in the chat. Give me a 5 in the chat if you've built a 6-figure funnel. Give me a 7 in the chat if you want a 6-figure funnel. 6 if you've already built one, 7 if that's the goal. Give me an 8 in the chat if you want a 7-figure funnel, and I'll tell you why you shouldn't. Yeah, okay. So lots of people typing 8 in, and it was actually going after a 7-figure funnel early on that like kicked my butt. And I really wish I hadn't. Like, I thought I needed all the components, everything I was seeing, like, and I'm going to explain to you today how to use the simple components you can use in a funnel to start making serious money without that, like, oh my God, like if it's not a 7-figure funnel, it's not worth it. It took me 8 years to get my first 7-figure funnel. But today, I'm the founder of Convertery. I'm responsible for over $10 million worth of sales online, the best funnel I've ever put together as a vendor. The slide says $750,000. That's actually a lie. The best funnel I ever put together as a vendor made $743,000 in a week. But I hope you'll agree that's still a really, really cool week. Then the best funnel I've ever put together as an affiliate sold over $100,000 in a week. And I'm responsible for 3 separate 7-figure businesses, and they all became 7-figure businesses because of sales funnels, which is honestly how I ended up running business number 3, which is Convertery, which is the sales funnel builder. So I promise I'm not going to spend ages talking about this. This clearly we're like 3 minutes in and you don't want to hear all about it yet. But Convertery has been going for 5 years. It will be 6 in January. And we're focused on speed. We're focused on fast loading pages, and we're focused on making it really fast to build using our freeform editor in the first place. Like, that's what we've been about for nearly 6 years now. And most importantly, we're trusted by over 4,000 users. Like, this isn't like, I haven't been doing this 2 minutes. We're not. I saw somebody mention earlier in the chat that like most funnel builders are cash grabs. Yeah, they absolutely are. There was this funnel builder, page builder script for sale on Code Canyon, and I've seen it launched via the affiliate networks lots of times. That's not us. Like, we've been building this for 6 years nearly, and literally every Tuesday during that time, we've put out new features and new bug fixes. We take this pretty seriously.
And that page builder script was launched easily like 20 times in a year.
Yeah, it really was, wasn't it? Like, it's that was absolutely the cash grab mode. I'm here to talk about how you can grab some cash for yourself rather than just paying some to me. So the reason I mentioned like all the users we have is that one of my favorite parts of my job is strategy calls that I do. So I get to go on strategy calls where I talk to the users from our Facebook group, from our software users, who this is just a load of people saying nice things about me from the strategy calls. But basically, this is where I talk about what's in their business, how well they're doing, like how they're using the platform, and where I get to find out what funnels are working in their business like right now. So what I'm sharing with you today is not just the combination of all of like the funnels I've built, but is also what's working for our users literally right now in the marketplace. And what I've attempted to do is package up the simplest way to get to that first six-figure funnel, which is where everyone really wants to be. So I talked about what is a sales funnel, and I said before it's a proven process, but let's go a step further. Let's make it clear that this is a proven process to get more money from every visitor to hit your website. I'm going to say that again because it's really important to understand. It's a proven process to get more money from every visitor to hit your website. So I've already done a bit of a poll, but I've got the slide in here, so I'll do it anyway. So who wants this sales funnel? Give me a yes in the chat. I'll keep going because I've already done this poll. But give me a yes in the chat if you want to get more money from every visitor to hit your website. I have to ask the question and ask you to type yes in because I've got my clairvoyancy slide where I've said lots of people saying yes because clearly everyone on the call wants to get more money from every visitor hitting their website, and don't lose sight of that concept here. Everything I talk about, like I'll talk about some numbers, I'll talk about different page types, I'm going to talk about price points. I'm talking about like where to get products that are really cheap that you can sell yourself when they're not even yours. We're going to talk about all of this stuff, but don't lose sight of the goal, which is getting more money out of every visitor. That's what a funnel is all about. That's why we build them. So you'll see a few references, by the way, to book funnels. Like I presented this webinar a couple of other times, and I generally talk about it in terms of book funnels, but honestly, it's a product funnel. It's any funnel that you can take to six figures. And the three big concepts, the three mistakes, the three reasons everyone always fails with this stuff is, first of all, they only think about selling the book or the product, the info product, whatever it happens to be. As I say book because it's easier to grasp than info product, but as Joshua's already said in the intro, we're talking about literally any funnel here. First of all, everyone always makes a mistake of thinking it's about selling that one product, and it's just not. That's the first thing we're going to explore. The second thing we're going to talk about is like why you want to go wide and not tall, because don't get me wrong, like a tall funnel is awesome. Like we build them, they're fantastic, but they're hard. What I want to talk to you about today is the much simpler wide option and why that's good for you. And finally, everyone gets really hung up on this idea that they need a big team, they need a big budget. And I'm going to show you why, particularly when you go with a wide funnel, that's just not true, and like how you can get this stuff built for you really quickly and easily. Cool, excellent. I see so many people typing yes into this. So let's dig into the content of this and start exploring these concepts. So what you're looking at here, I won't bore you too much with the technical details, but this is the new module we've just released in Convertery called Similarity. This is our funnel simulator, and I'm going to use it to show you how to think about building funnels. So what you're looking at here to start with is pretty much the simplest thing you can possibly do. We have a traffic source, which in this case is paid traffic, where we're saying that we're going to get clicks for $1, and we're going to get 50 of those clicks every day. Then we're sending them through to a sales page, which in this case sells a product, which costs $12. Then this is a pretty widely known conversion rate. I don't know how many people on the call are aware of this, but if you're selling a product around the $12 mark, then you can reasonably expect it to convert at $7, 7% off this paid traffic. The first thing I want to mention, because it comes up a lot, is wait, what do you mean $12? Because everyone's familiar with the $7 price point, $7 ending. So it's a really good place to start to talk about these things. First of all, when the original experiment was done, where everyone was told like $7 or prices ending in 7 is a great price point, that was a long time ago, and inflation happened. So honestly, to get the same value out of a buyer and the same impulse buy, you just need to charge more. The other thing is the original study that got run didn't actually say that prices ending in 7 convert well, although that's the internet marketing niche. That's what everyone thinks it said. What that study said was that unusual prices convert better. So at the time the study was done, which was like 30 years ago now, every price ended in 0, 5, or 9, and mostly it was 5 or 9. And the study concluded, so prices like those ending in 7 that are unusual convert better. I doubt it's escaped anyone's notice on this call that quite a few products end in a 7 now, and it's all because of that study that got run. So one thing you can think about with this is, particularly on your front-end offers, when you're trying to liquidate the cost of this traffic, or when you're trying to, like, when you've got some organic traffic coming from Google search through to a blog, you don't necessarily have to go for that $7 price point. I see everyone going for, your conversions will be basically the same whether you charge $7 or $12. And that's the difference between getting $7 a buyer and $12 a buyer is already enormous. So I know that's not really funnel related, but that alone has made so many people I know a ton of money just increasing that price on their tripwire offers, that I wanted to mention it today. But it doesn't really matter, because when we simulate this, what you're going to see is that we're losing money. So when you send $50 of traffic a day at $1 a click through to a $12 offer that converts at 7%, the fancy software tells you that every month you're going to lose $240. The specific numbers don't really matter too much. I don't want anyone getting hung up. I don't want you to freak out because there's some maths involved. Don't worry. The point is to understand that when all your funnel consists of is traffic going to a single offer, it's so hard to make money now. And it's so hard to make money because everyone else is using a funnel. And if you're not using a funnel, you're going to have problems. So this is a good point to share the next tip about funnels, which is PLR products and master resale rights products, because they were insanely popular. Where it's how I got my start in the industry, was using these kinds of products. And they've kind of been forgotten over the last 10 years. And honestly, they're one of the easiest ways to get started, because you don't necessarily need your own product. What you need is a proven sales funnel and a product to put in it. It really doesn't take much to sell someone an ebook for $12. But everyone gets really hung up. They think they need like a 300-page ebook that they've got to custom write from the ground up. You really don't. There's, in terms of dropping a product into a sales funnel, like, as long as the sales funnel makes sense, and that's what I'm about to teach you today, you can go out, you can buy master resale rights products, you can buy PLR products that you like neaten up a bit. And for this kind of model that we're going to talk about, they're going to sell just as well as something you put together custom. So if you take away nothing else from this call, it's stop being hung up on custom creating absolutely everything you try and sell, and $12 converts just as well as $7. But I promise there is slightly more to it than that.
Yeah, those are some great tips, and I just want to jump in real quick because I myself have done the same thing as well, where this was years ago. I haven't done it in a while, but it's one of my favorite things to do, is just take a look at a product that maybe didn't sell too well, but I can see the value in it, and then reach out to the person that was trying to sell it and offer to buy their product from them so that I can sell it as my own. And I did that a number of times, and it worked so well. And I was able to take that one, report or PDF and turn it into, a six-figure funnel, because I know that I have the stuff that I can put behind it to make more money from that first initial, PLR. And I mean, one of my most successful ones, I think it was a software that I actually bought for like $1,000. Everything was pre-made, and to date I've sold, I think, about $300,000 worth of that. So that one was one of my best ROIs there. But yeah, absolutely, that's a great tip there, that you don't need to feel like you have to make your own custom products each time.
Thank you. Yeah, it's super important to understand that, because I know when everyone's starting out, they're like, and I know this because it was me. Like this is how I got started. I thought I had to do everything custom from scratch, and you really don't, because it's the proven sales process that's going to make you the money. As long as you've got something decent to put in it, using a proven sales process is where your money comes from. It's the sales funnel that makes you the money, not the product necessarily. That's why I'm sure everyone on this call has been through a typical launch funnel. We've all bought those products, and all of those funnels look the same. It's not a coincidence. They look the same because the funnel design, that funnel design you're used to seeing, is the proven process that we know works. So everyone uses it. And what I'm about to show you here is the simplest way that you can apply these techniques to your business without a bunch of the like overly complicated stuff that like Joshua and I absolutely use in our business, but you don't need to when you're trying to work to get to that first six-figure funnel. So let's have a look at another scenario. This is the upsell scenario. This is where we start to apply funnel concepts. Everyone's still with me? Where are we up to? Give us a 9 in the chat box if you can see the change in my screen. Ian, let me know you're still there. Let me know you're still engaged. I want to see that people are attentive. I want to see that you're following. Fantastic. That's brilliant. Thanks, guys.
And Kieran, $50 coming your way.
Excellent. Fantastic. There we go. I told you I'd give you opportunities to take Josh's money. Excellent. Okay, so this is where we start to apply funnel concepts. So what you need to understand about this to start with is, as I said before, the exact source of your traffic doesn't really matter. I'm showing paid traffic because it's where I get a lot of my traffic from. But if you've already got a blog that's generating organic traffic, if you're buying like email clicks, for example, all of the concepts still apply exactly the same way. So we're still in this model, spending $50 a day to get 50 clicks out of our paid traffic source. But instead of sending those straight to a sales page, we're starting to build out this funnel process. So what I'm going to explain is like the two core concepts where you start to make your money. So the first is sending people to an opt-in page rather than straight to a sales page. And the key part there is that you don't just get to sell them once. When you send people to an opt-in page, you get their email address and you can email them over and over and over and over again to get them to buy the product. That's the power of an opt-in page. And I want to start with that because this is where it goes, like everyone starts to massively overcomplicate this, because just like they think they need a 300-page ebook to sell it for $12, everyone thinks they need a crazy complicated lead magnet that's got like 7 videos or like is a 100-page ebook. You really don't. Like, you need a single solution to a single problem that could be like probably the best lead magnet we've ever made in our company was in the vegan niche. We chose the vegan niche because just kind of prove a point. Literally no one in our company is a vegan, so we picked that niche to prove how this stuff works, even if you don't know anything about the market area. So that lead magnet we made was called 7 Nutrients That Vegans Need and Where to Get Them. It was a 2-page PDF, and we generated thousands of opt-in leads off Facebook for 30 to 50 cents each, literally by sending it to the most donkey squeeze page you could possibly imagine. I share this not to brag, although bragging is fun. Like, it was a really cool project. I share this to make you guys aware that whatever picture you have of the incredibly complicated lead magnet or the overly complicated squeeze page, you don't need it. Pick a single problem, write up a single solution in a couple of pages, and that is your lead magnet. You should be able to have one of these up and running just crazy fast. If it's taking you more than like an hour or two, just spending too long on it. And obviously in a bit, I'm going to show you how you can make it even faster, but that's in a minute. So the first thing to take away from this is that when you're creating that kind of opt-in, when you've got the opportunity to follow up with people on an autoresponder, and you're literally going to double the conversion rate of your sales page. So obviously I'm making these numbers up, but I promise you they're not me just making it up. These are based on like tens of thousands of dollars worth of testing that we've done. When you go through an opt-in page first and put them on an autoresponder, instead of sending them straight to that sales page, the same sales page, you'll literally double the conversions. It's going to convert more like 15% than 7%. Same price, same sales page, same copy, same everything. But because you send people to it multiple times, more of them buy. And if anyone's wondering if that's true or not, ask yourself, how many of Joshua's emails did you read before you came on this call? The answer for some of you will absolutely be 1. Some of you saw multiple emails, and on the second or third one were like, actually, I'm going to go to that call. Maybe you got a reminder email before it, and that's what prompted you to come and show up. Like, email follow-up sequences work, and they're just really easy to put together. So that's the first half of our funnel, but that increases our conversion rate, but it's still the same. It's still that same first mistake. It's still about selling that first product. Where we make the money is on the back end. Cool. Sorry, I see a few questions popping up in the chat. I will answer them towards the end, but I get shouted at by lots of people when I get too derailed. So what we're looking at here is the first back end. And this is probably the simplest upsell backend you can possibly put together. And it's honestly one of the most profitable that I've seen anyone run. And I've seen a lot of funnels. So what you're going to do is you've got your sales page selling a product for $12. And as I say, you can take a PLR product, you can take a master resale rights product, and that is the product that you sell for $12. You don't even need to make this yourself. Then your upsell can be a $7 a month subscription. And I know as soon as I say the word subscription, everyone on this call has just started picturing complicated membership sites. You've started picturing like video courses. You've started picturing lessons and courses and modules and all kinds of like complicated stuff. I'm sorry to ruin this for you, but the two most successful ones of these I've ever seen had over 1,000 people paying the $7 a month subscription fee. And literally the whole thing they did was, in one case, it was PLR products. In one case, it was like 2-page PDFs they wrote every month. But literally all they did was make a new product, or literally buy a PLR product every month, and they would mail it out to a list of people they had. That was the subscription. There was no membership site. There was no nothing. They just sent it to a list of people that were paying them $7 every month. That was the entire funnel. And as I say, the two most successful ones literally had over 1,000 people paying them the $7. I was pretty jealous of those guys. It's a phenomenally successful model. And the important thing to realize is it's not the product that's making the money here, it's the sales funnel. Like you can pick basically any niche and drop those PLR products, drop those like master resale rights products, or your own like short PDFs if that's what you want to make. There are plenty of tools out there to help you. Drop those into this model and you can start doing this in any niche tomorrow. And clearly the funnel simulation numbers are like, it's a simulation, it's not a real funnel here, but I've seen this work time and time again. I see so many people's funnels in Convertery. Literally, these are not unreasonable numbers. The core concept to understand is don't just sell them a single product, sell them more, sell them an upsell, and ideally sell them a recurring upsell. Like I know Joshua is all about recurring money, aren't you, mate?
Absolutely. I mean, I haven't put out a funnel that didn't have recurring in it, I think since 2017 now, something like that. So it's been, several years that I have not put out a single funnel that doesn't have recurring in it.
For 4 years of recurring money built up, like it is amazing. And again, like I know I'm kind of repeating myself, but this is a core concept that's just come up on so many of these strategy calls I've done, where people are like, yeah, but like, don't I need a really complicated system to do that? You really don't. And like, if I can get one thing across to you on this call, other than the two takeaways earlier, it is to keep it as simple as possible. So if you're going to do that $7 a month subscription, and you really should, it's a brilliant way to get started. Find the simplest way to fill it with products on a regular basis, and find the simplest way to fulfill it. And there are plenty of cheap membership site software out there if you really want to do it, but you don't even need them. Oh, thanks, Tanya. That's amazing. Tanya's just said that Similarity is awesome. Awesome. Yeah, it really is. So this is the new module we've just added to Convertery. I promise I won't dwell on this for too long because I know you're here for the training content. This is the new module we've just added, and what it lets you do is simulate this stuff out to start with. So we originally built it for these demos. Like when I do the strategy calls, I want to be able to explain to people like this is how it's going to work for you, and have numbers I can show you. So we can click simulate and see that when we add the upsell and the autoresponders, we go from losing $240 to making $600. And then you can change the numbers in the funnel. You can see how it behaves. It's a really cool system.
I just want to mention real quick that it seems like this is a simulation funnel for Neil's 7 emails that you can use to sell anything. That product alone is kind of like my email Bible. Like when he released that like so many years ago, I learned so much from that short little training, PDF training. It was incredible. So
Thank you, Matt. I will pass that on to him because he still has days where he doubts himself as a copywriter.
Even the templates that I came with was amazing.
He built this funnel out for me, sat next to me in my office, and I was like, you should like name drop the product because it's pretty cool. He will be stoked to hear that you got value out of that. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's amazing. I just want to touch on the simulator as well. It's gives you so much more peace of mind being able to know how much your funnel can actually make before you actually put it out there. It gives so much more confidence in how much you should pay for traffic and it'll allow you to immediately make quick decisions based on where your traffic is coming from, knowing how much your funnel could potentially make before actually putting it out there. So that kind of stuff is, man, I wish I had that stuff when I was starting out.
Cool. Thank you very much. Like that's absolutely the reason we built this. So hopefully everyone listening, you're starting to understand the core part here is that you need the funnel, and the product isn't as important as the structure that you put around it. There's a reason that the launch funnels you see work the same way. There's a reason that the paid traffic funnels you see work the same way. There are great marketers out there who have figured out these proven processes, and you can drop them into your business, starting here with sell a simple product for $12, or like have an opt-in, which is an even simpler thing. Solve a single problem, preferably in a 2-page PDF. Then $12 product, make it a PLR product, make it a master resale rights product. Or if you've got your own product, fantastic, don't need it. And then do that same process once a month and send it out to people and charge $7 a month as your back end. That is about as simple as you can possibly make a funnel, and it's ridiculously profitable. As I say, two most successful people have done that, and like I've seen plenty of people make it work at a smaller scale, and I've seen 2 people make it work with over 1,000 people on the continuity. And one was PLR products and one was 2-page PDFs. It was in both cases ridiculous. It's really cool. Then we need to move on. So I mentioned earlier that we need to go wide and not tall. So let's talk about the distinction. First of all, what's a tall funnel? The tall funnel is where you see the natural progression. You see opt-in page, you see sales page, you see upsell page, and it's very natural to think, oh, I could add more pages, I can add more products. You absolutely can. If you've got a $997 like high value course you can sell people, if you've got a $5,000 coaching package, you can add that on the end. If you've done the $7 continuity and you've even got like a 97 or a 197 thing you can add afterwards, you can absolutely do that. You can absolutely build out a taller funnel, but that's hard. It gets harder and harder to sell at higher and higher price points. It requires a lot more work. And what we're focused on here is maximizing our returns, maximizing our chance of getting to that 6-figure funnel as fast as possible. This comes back to what I was saying earlier about when you're chasing that 7-figure funnel, when you're chasing that, it's not worth doing if it doesn't make me $1 million mentality, you start making it more and more complicated, and more complicated is harder, and more complicated makes it really likely that you never actually ship the thing. And a funnel that you don't put out into the world never makes you any money. So the way we're going to expand it here is wide and not tall. So we're going to look at the next scenario, which is instead, I've dropped the opt-in to just simplify showing you how it looks. But the point is here is if you're going to do this micro continuity concept, you've already got an extra product. You're already going out and like making one or buying one off the PLR sites every month. You're already updating it into your backend site. So your goal is to systemize rolling out the sales funnel entry points that come into it. Now, this is something Josh will be really familiar with because I know he does it with all of his stuff. You'll have a handful of backend products. In your case, you should start with just one. And then what you want is a bunch of items that funnel into it. So in our case, if you're already making an extra product to add to our $7 a month continuity, that's where you want to systemize the process of adding a new sales page that looks and works in a really similar way. When I start talking about this, a lot of people start thinking, I'll have a $7 product, or like a $7 product and a $12 product and a $27 product and a $97 product. And this one will be an ebook, and this one will be a video, and this one, and everything starts to get really complicated really fast. What you want to do is systemize it. Don't think different, think the same. So obviously you need a new product. You can't just like set up a new sales page for the same one, but you want something that works in a similar way. So if you went to a PLR site last month and you bought like a short, say 50-page ebook that you're selling for $12, go and find another 50-page ebook that you can sell for $12 from the same site, take the same sales page and use it as a template. This is how like smart marketers massively reduce their costs. As if you make everything custom every single time, it's a lot more work than if instead you use your own stuff as a template, and then you're already adding the products into the upsell. You've already done the work of making the sales page, just duplicate it, get it into a system. Like, in fact, that's a great question for you, Joshua. Like, how many of the emails you send and how many of your sales pages do you build based on a template that you've already created? What percentage would you say? For us, it's about 97%, I think.
Yeah, I mean, the majority of my stuff is very like templatey. Like I don't have a template actually written down, but in my mind, I know what things I want to cover in each email and each sales page. And a lot of it is from that course too. When my emails are a lot based around Neil's course there.
Yeah, there you go. That's a fantastic example. So for all of this stuff, don't think different, think the same. Think systems, think replicatability, and that's why you really don't need a big team and a big budget to do this stuff. You can take simple products, you can drop it into simple sales funnels, the kind of things that you can build really quickly. And now, if you'll indulge me, what I'd like to do is show you how you can build this stuff even quicker still, because we built some pretty cool features into Convertery that tie in with this stuff. So the challenge that we set for ourselves as a team was, how fast can we get somebody who's never built a sales funnel before to a fully working sales funnel? Now, I'm sure you immediately realize that it's not just about, like, a simulation is great, having like pretty page templates is great, but for a sales funnel to work, you need sales copy, you need words that can sell. And as I mentioned before, templates are what makes that go. So what we've done is, or I like to say, what I've done here is I've paid my incredibly expensive copy team and my incredibly expensive design team to build just that. So this is where it's the really sexy build button that I'm just super excited to share with you guys. So I'm going to publish it to my domain. We will call it the Zamora funnel. And we've got a number of like really high quality, well-designed templates. And I'm going to choose the glaze theme. Now, in fact, one thing I should mention that you can do in Similarity is you can specify what the given components are about. So this isn't just an opt-in page. This is an opt-in page, a single opt-in page, or a two-step opt-in page, or a video opt-in page. You can tell the system what type of page you want. Similarly, for a sales page, you can tell it what it's for. So often it will be a book or an info product. I'm doing books today. And then on the upsell, similarly, you can tell it whether it's going to be about a membership or coaching or a software upgrade. You can tell the system what kind of product you want to sell, and then the pages it generates for you are going to match those. So you're not just getting generic copy, you're getting copy targeted exactly at what you're trying to sell. So we're going to build out, this is the one I've been using today. I've been using Glaze because I really like it. So this is Convertery building out the sales funnel for what we've just designed. So, oh, sorry, let's put it backwards, but there we go. So let's start with the opt-in page. So we've taken that funnel that we've designed in Similarity, and it has not just produced the funnel and the page, it's produced the design and the copy is fill in the blanks simple. This is in fact a concept we first came up with for Neil's 7 emails book, and we've expanded it all the way out to opt-in pages, sales pages, upsell pages for different product types. Basically anything you could want to sell, there is a fill in the blanks template for in this new system. So once you've designed it, you've simulated it, you can have it built out for you in just a few clicks, as you've seen. So all you've got to do to get your opt-in page up and running is fill in these bracketed things, which, because it's Convertery, literally means you click into the boxes and type. So we could do 7 ways to, if I could type, lose weight without giving up.
So that made me look like a liar there, because that took a matter of seconds. In my emails, I was saying in minutes, but that barely took a minute for you to do that.
I know. I couldn't wait to do that bit after seeing your email. Honestly, one of the reasons we haven't like mentioned just how fast it is in some of our early testing, people didn't believe us when we made the claim. So I was like, I'll let people say like on the emails, a matter of minutes or a matter of whatever, and then I'll do the demo and really over deliver on that. So seriously, I hope everyone on the call appreciates like just how much work went into this, because I do have an incredibly highly paid copy and design team. As you've just heard, like literally the emails you get from Joshua are based on templates from the guy that wrote most of these templates. Everything is fill in the blanks simple. You can already tell the system what kind of product you want it for. You hit the button and you get your funnel built out in a matter of minutes. Then because it's Convertery, you still get all, like, I know some of the people on this call are familiar with Convertery, others it's new to you, so I'm going to take you through a few of the features. I want to show you like just how powerful this stuff is. So as well as being able to click into any box, edit any bit of text just like it's Word, it's completely freeform. So laying out your pages is about as fast as it can possibly be. When you decide you want your headline a bit higher, all you've got to do is drag it up. When you decide you want your book over to the right a bit, all you've got to do is drag it to the right. There's no fighting with like columns and sections and rows or anything like that. All you've got to do is click into the boxes and type and drag stuff around to where you want it. Then obviously anything about it is customizable. You can swap the image, you can upload images straight off your computer, and we will optimize absolutely everything about them. That's one of the reasons Convertery pages convert so well, is that we make them so incredibly fast to load. So as well as the copy being fantastic in the first place, it will also load crazy fast. There's a couple of cool studies that got done. When we first started Convertery, it was about 40% of your traffic. It's now 52% of your traffic. If your page doesn't load in 3 seconds, you lose 52% of your traffic. So you're literally setting half your money on fire if you run traffic to a page that doesn't load in 3 seconds. That's why we're absolutely obsessed with this concept. So it's fast to make, it's fast to get it live, and then the pages themselves will load really fast. So just to do a quick demo of that, let's call this a more opt-in. I'm going to hit publish, and you'll see, so it takes a couple of moments to do the job. Then when it's published, that page is now live on the Convertery Content Delivery Network, and you'll see the page loads just like that. So what I'm going to do as well is I'll stick this link in the chat box, because sometimes people think I fake this demo because it's that good. So what I'm going to do is let's drag this down. I'll just make a couple of like random changes. So gaining weight. I've just made a couple of changes on the page so you can see it. So when I hit publish, you can see the spinning on the top right. The page is now updated, and when we refresh it, those changes we've made are live on the live page. So that's how quick you can build it in the first place, that's how quick you can edit it, and then that's how fast those pages are going to load, because we optimize the ever living out of them. It's one of the things we're absolutely all about here at Convertery. Then honestly, there's a ton of cool features here. I'm not going to bore you with all of them. I'm going to hit some of the high notes for you so you can see just how powerful this is. First of all, we have a mobile specific mode. So 5 years ago, it was enough to have a mobile responsive mode, but in recent years, mobile has become more and more specific. So we've gone a step further than mobile responsive. We'll generate a mobile responsive mode, but you can go mobile specific. You can say, I don't want to see this thing only on mobile, I only want it on desktop. You can click and drag and move things around and have exactly how you want it to look on mobile, and then click publish, and again, it'll be live. But you're not just stuck with what the software gives you. You can be as specific as you want, and you can change a message, you can change exactly what's displayed, because half of all traffic is mobile now, so you've got to have that kind of control over it. Excellent. Oh wow, that's fantastic. I see like a ton of people impressed by that. I see a bunch of questions popping up. There's a Q&A session coming up in a moment. I promise I will answer everything, but try and stay on topic, stay focused with this section, because I know other people get frustrated at me when I stop in the middle of the demo.
I want you to keep going too, man. This thing that mobile part is insane.
It's pretty cool, isn't it? Like we've had a lot of fun building this. This is the advantage of being a platform that's been around for 6 years now. And as I said, we release new features and new functionality literally every Tuesday. There was a Christmas Day, which was a Tuesday like 3 years ago, and we were going to say, okay, guys, look, we are taking Christmas Day off. But one of the developers on our dev team was like, look, I'm Polish. I celebrate Christmas in January. I will be here. I will run the update. I will put the new stuff out. So literally every Tuesday since the middle of 2016 when we launched, we have upgraded it with new stuff. That's why you get all the cool stuff you're seeing.
Awesome.
Honestly, probably
And
overrated.
staying on top of the times too, staying with, technology, moving alongside technology too.
Absolutely. A great example of that was in 2019, we added optimized video hosting. So up until that point, like we got a lot of complaints because people would build a super fast loading page in Convertery. They'd put a single YouTube element on it and it would load like absolute rubbish. People email our support and are like, oh, it's loading really slowly. And we have to say, look, we can't help it. YouTube is rubbish. And we were like, actually, we can help it. So what we did in 2019 was we built optimized video hosting. So as part of Convertery, you can upload your video to us and we will optimize it. So you get like a mobile targeted version, you get a desktop targeted version. So you get like a higher resolution one when the bandwidth is high, you get a lower resolution one when the bandwidth is lower, and it still plays really fast. And then the video player that it sits within is all custom coded. So every part of it loads really fast. So you can see that this isn't just the base concept. This is us upgrading. When fast loading video became really important, we added fast loading video. 2 years before that, when SSL was like, it went from being a nice to have to being a must have, we rebuilt our content delivery network so we can give you completely free SSL for every single custom domain. And we take this stuff really seriously. So just want to show you that like it's not just a template for things like opt-in pages. There are templates for every single part of it and every combination of products you could want to sell in here. So as well as generating fill in the blanks copy for your opt-in page, it will do so for your sales pages, it will do so for your upsell pages. Basically any part of this will generate what you need. I am absolutely obliged to do the next part because we're integrated with tons and tons of services. But there's one really important integration we have, hint, hint, because I know a lot of you use Sendio because Joshua is the owner of it. So we've got a first party integration with that, along with just about every other autoresponder and webinar system out there. So you can see all the webinar systems we integrate with, all the autoresponders we integrate with. We've got a shopping cart system that will let you sell things with Stripe and PayPal. And then if there's anything like, there's always new marketing services, right? So if there's anything that you can't get connected to, then we have a Zapier integration that will take care of that for you. We've also recently added the Facebook conversion API. So if you're running Facebook traffic, you can get your first party data into there. This is a pretty significant system. And obviously, as a full part of this, the new funnel designer module that you saw me demonstrate to begin with, that's all included in Convertery. That's the Similarity module that you heard me talk about to start with. So before you get to the point of trying to build out your funnels, before you invest a load of money in it, and the paid traffic, you can simulate it and you can be as sure as possible that it's going to be profitable for you.
Perfect. And yeah, John just asked about if there's email clients built in. So that's great that you showed that. So yeah, Sendio is built in. So if you're a Sendio user on here, you do get that integration in there. And Poppy is asking if she can add HTML form instead of doing it on an integration. If maybe her autoresponder isn't integrated, she can just plug in straight HTML code, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So we support that in two ways. We've got a form importer that will let you import as much of it as possible into our editor, and then you can manipulate the form within Convertery. Or we've got custom HTML elements, so you can literally copy and paste the HTML that your autoresponder gives you, dump it into the custom HTML element, and it will publish exactly what your autoresponder gave you onto the Convertery page in about 2 minutes.
Perfect.
So Mario's asking about speed test. So app.convertery.com itself is our web app, and we don't worry about the load speed of that. We load tons of complicated code for the software that builds the pages. That's never going to load fast. It's the pages that we build with Convertery that load really quickly. So I wouldn't try and speed test app.convertery.com. That will never work. Cool. I think I've handled all. Johnny asked what kind of code is being used. So basically, we generate highly optimized HTML and CSS and a bit of JavaScript. So the pages that we produce will load as fast as possible. We don't generate anything extra, and we do all of the processing up front. So when you hit the publish button, everything about your page is being saved and calculated. Whereas with a WordPress solution, for example, when you load the page, WordPress does a load of thinking at that point, and that's why it's so much slower to load. We do all the thinking when you hit publish. So when somebody requests your page, we just go, there you go, and deliver it. That's why it loads so quickly.
I guess if you have any other questions, you can post them in the chat box now, and then if you don't, I guess we can jump into the offer that the amazing offer that we have for you guys.
Yeah, absolutely. So Joshua always does this thing to me where he's like, I'd love you to present to the audience, but don't forget, it's got to be the best offer you can possibly put together, or you can't present it. So I've put together an offer for this that is better than basically anything we've ever put together for Convertery before. And if you don't mind, I would like to share it with you now. So can everyone see? Give me a big yes if you can see the slide, Convertery Success Package. Excellent, lots of yeses, lots of yeses. So thank you very much for staying to this point. I'd love to share with you this, as we say, we call it the Convertery Success Package, because this isn't just about like selling you the funnel builder. This is about getting you success with the funnel builder. So you've already seen a big chunk of Convertery, but let me just walk you through this for a moment. You've already seen how fast the pages load. You've seen the freeform editing. In fact, I will pause for just one moment to do, it's probably the coolest demo we've got. So I'm going to use Thrive themes just because this is a WordPress theme and plugin. Like, they're a fantastic company. We love the guys that run it. The reason I use their page is because I can't possibly have any control over it. I can't possibly be cheating. What I'm going to show you here is our page importer. So this is the ability to, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to click that. I will just import it into an old funnel, but you can specify any page that's out there. So usually the idea here is you've got pages in another system and you're like, I'd like it to load faster. I'd like to be able to freeform edit it, etc., etc. We're going to call this some more a demo. And what you're going to watch here is Convertery go. In fact, let me show you the page that's going to import. This is what it looks like on their page. Convertery isn't just going to import it. It's going to make absolutely every part of it editable in exactly the same way as you saw before. And what it's also going to do is optimize all the images. So there's a reason I mentioned that, because we have a guy in our Facebook group whose entire business model is based on that importer. What he does is he goes down his high street and he finds businesses that have got like old, slow loading sites. And he says, would you like this to be easier to edit? Would you like this to load faster? Then he uses our importer, and that's his whole business. He charges the money for that. He earns more money than I do doing that. So what you can see here is, yeah, that headline didn't import 100% perfectly. Like, you would need to fix that up. But just about everything else on the page has been imported exactly as you saw it on their site. So you can immediately edit those other pages you've got straight in Convertery. And there's no cheating. Like, this is just an image that you can drag around. This is text that we can edit. We can delete stuff. And just as you saw before, we can hit publish, and that's our page importer. That's probably one of the coolest features we've got. It's one of the coolest demos. Thank you. Lots of comments saying it's an impressive demo. It is. So you get that included. There's a client proposal generator as part of the Similarity simulator. So if you want to put these funnels together and then send proposals to people, the system will do that for you. We've got a built-in shopping cart, so you can sell your products. You've got the standard pro features of it's 10 custom domains, 25 funnels, and 250,000 impressions a month. We'll give you free SSL for every single domain that you add to us, so you don't have to spend a load of money on custom domains anymore. You get 100 gigabytes a month of video hosting, so we'll host all your videos for you and we'll optimize and make them load fast. And we can pretty much guarantee you will get better conversions just because it loads faster. So that's the base Convertery package, and this is where we want to like go crazy nuts for you to make sure you're successful. So first of all, some people hit those base limits we found. We wanted to set limits on this that basically no one could hit. So normally we sell an upgraded triple limits thing for an extra $500 where you get triple those limits every month. But we're just going to throw that in with a base package today. So you'll be able to add up to 30 custom domains. You can build up to 75 funnels, you can generate a whopping 750,000 impressions a month. Like I don't know about, I don't think we generate 750,000 impressions a month. I don't know about you, Joshua. Do you get to that?
No, I've definitely not. I think the most is probably about 100 to 150.
There you go. So like some people do get to that base limit. We want to make sure those limits are so high you can't possibly hit them. So that's Convertery, which normally sells for $99 a month. That's like $1,200 a year, and the triple limits upgrade, which is $500. Then on top of that, we've got all of the fill in the blanks templates we showed you that are all going to be included in this package. So if you paid a copywriter and designer to make even one of those basic opt-in sales and upsell funnels I showed you, you're easily looking at $1,500 for the copywriter and $1,000 for the designer. And honestly, like Joshua will confirm that is a low ball price for a copywriter and a designer for copy and design for 3 pages.
If you find someone that can give you those prices, send them my way. And quality copywriting.
Yeah, so templates written by Neil Merton, who again, like remember, Joshua uses this guy's product for his own emails. That's how good he is. Like so we're baseline estimating that at worth $2,500 for the one funnel, but it honestly could be worth a load more. Then this is where we start talking about making it successful for you. So we offer a like concierge implementation call service for $500, where you can get on a live call for an hour with a member of the Convertery team. They will take you through Convertery step by step. They'll basically show you any part of the system you want to know, and most importantly, they'll help you take care of all the finicky tech details. So one thing that trips up everyone is adding a custom domain. Like DNS is hard. I have a master's degree in computer science, and I find that stuff hard. So we have a team of people that will help you get that stuff set up. When you want to connect it to Sendio, our team will help you do that API connection, so you don't have to figure out this tech stuff for yourself. That's all included as part of that. So remember, that's Convertery. We've got the triple limits, we've got the done for you fill in the blanks templates, and we've got the implementation call. And then we're going to keep going. So this next bonus we're adding, we call it the fill in the gaps pack. So this has already filled in a whole bunch of gaps, but it comes with an added promise. So first of all, what's in there? So the gaps we've already filled are, a great example was we had a guy who was doing like cold approaches to local businesses. He wanted to start building funnels for them. He identified the businesses and he built out the example funnels that he wanted to sell to them. He had a demo ready to go, and he was like, guys, how do I approach these people? So what we did was we wrote fill in the blanks templates for writing cold approaches to local businesses, and we filled that gap for him. We had several people who were, honestly, they're pretty like savvy digital marketers. Like they filled in the templates really quick. They got the tech stuff set up really quick, and they were like, I have never written a Facebook ad in my life. So we filled that gap for them. We wrote a guide on how to get Facebook ads up and running. We've done the same. We've bought action scripts for Photoshop for doing product cover generation. We've done a guide on finding clients. We've got another one in progress. Someone literally today took advantage of the fill in the gaps service to say, basically, they wanted some autoresponder templates. Like they just didn't understand how to write an autoresponder follow-up sequence. So we're in the process of creating some fill in the blanks autoresponder emails. So again, you're getting all of the gaps we've already filled, but you can also email us and say, I've got this gap in my process. Like, how do I fill it? And I should make it clear, we're not going to write like handcrafted custom emails for you, for example, but what we'll absolutely do as part of this is we will create a series of fill in the blank templates that we can give to you and everyone else as part of this. You can email us, let us know, and we will help you fill those gaps in your process. So that's Convertery, that's the triple limits, that's done for you templates, it's the implementation call, it's the fill in the gaps pack. And then, because I'm decided to go a bit nuts, and this is the super over delivery that Joshua's going to laugh at me for doing, I mentioned that I do strategy calls with our customers. We normally charge $1,000 to get on a call with me for 45 minutes. If you buy on this call right now today, I will include that as part of the package. So you guys can get on a call with me. You can do it in either order. If you've got a bunch of like tech stuff you want to get set up first, you can do the implementation call first with someone from my team. Then we'll talk like next step strategy, you and me. Or if you really don't know where to start and you want the strategy call first, you and I can hop on a call to start with. We can discuss what you need, and then when you get on the call with someone from my team, they'll show you how to set it all up. I've never offered that as part of a package before, ever. So all told, total, we've got Convertery, which is $1,200 for the year. We've got the triple limits upgrade, which is worth $500. The super conservative done for you template, a estimate of $2,500. Implementation call with the team for $500. The fill in the gaps pack, which is $1,000, and the value keeps growing because we keep filling more gaps. And as I say, buy right now. Show us you're all in as well, and we will do a strategy call, you and me, 45 minutes, where we will work through your business. This isn't like fill in the gap stuff. This is, I will help you fill in the gaps on that template. I will help you to figure out your funnel strategy. So the total value there is $6,700, but we're not going to charge you that today. So first of all, who here thinks they could make a successful funnel if we give you all of the tools you've seen, triple your limits, an implementation call, a strategy call with me, and we'll even fill in any gaps you find? Give me a yes in the chat box if you think you could be successful with this. Excellent. Me, I can. Sounds great. Yes, 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 yes. So obviously we're not going to charge you $6,700 for it today. Today it's a single price of $697. And Joshua's going to stick a link in the chat box in a moment to take advantage of this. Please make sure you buy through his link. We really appreciate his time, like connecting us with you. Please make sure he gets credit for that sale.
And that strategy call bonus, I mean, is so valuable because I mean, it's really difficult to find someone like you who not only understands how to build a software like Convertery, but also understands the marketing and the business side of the process as well, where you've taken your platforms to the seven-figure level. I mean, I joke around this with my developer all the time, because he would have he can build me an amazing piece of software, but if it wasn't for me, he would have zero idea how to go out there and sell it, like none. Like he would not be able to get a single sale for his software. So you are that, that unicorn that can build something amazingly well, and something that really helps people and also help them know how to use it to maximize how much money they can make with it. So that is a bonus that is really, really, next level there, because you have those two skills.
Oh, thanks, man. That's really kind of you to say that. I'm pretty humbled. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'll go ahead and throw in a fill in the gap bonus myself. Johnny did ask about the autoresponders, and I did message him saying that, Sendio is fully integrated as Andy showed you guys. So if you guys don't have an autoresponder yet, I'll go ahead and throw in Sendio as a bonus so that can fill in the gap of, going from funnel designing to deploying your pages to getting that first opt-in directly to your autoresponder account. So I'll make sure that you get a Sendio account along with that. And I'll also go ahead and throw in something very exciting that I just spoke to my developer about this morning, which is we are finalizing our Create 2.0 system within the next several weeks, and we're going to be adding so many cool things to that. And it's designed specifically to write content and articles for you guys, but you can play with it and have it write some freebies that you can use. So if you are looking like the freebie that Andy mentioned about the vegan diet, Create could write something like that for you guys, 7 quick tips to lose weight, or whatever it is, 7 nutritious vegetables that you guys should focus on, whatever things, whatever it may be. Create can put together a short report for you guys in that manner. So I'll go ahead and throw those 2 bonuses for you guys as well, and you're going to get the 2.0 version as well, which is going to have a whole bunch of other cool improvements to it. So that's going to be ready by the end of December. We are planning to launch it towards the end of January, I believe, but you guys will be able to get first dibs on that once we do that. So make sure you jump on this, guys. I mean, the value that Andy put together alone, for those of you that are on here live, is already through the roof. And I just wanted to kind of sprinkle a little bit of my own on there. So make sure you pick this up so that you can really take your business to the next level.
Cool. A couple of great questions coming into the chat. Sorry, first of all, those are fantastic bonuses. I don't want to blow past that. That is amazing. The value you're adding there. You like anytime I do one of these calls with you, the value you add to it is just incredible. I'm really grateful for that. So thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
To the questions in the chat, sorry, there is a couple of points I should have clarified. First of all, you're getting Convertery Pro. So literally everything you have heard me talk about on this call, so that includes Similarity, like our funnel simulator, the Pro upgrade on that at Convertery Pro. So all of the features and functionality you've seen, everything on this call is included in this deal. We're not holding anything back on that. Then the only thing you should be aware of is that this is 697 will get you access to Convertery for the year. In a year's time, we're not going to automatically charge you. We are not going to be one of those services that where you use it for 2 days and in 363 days you're like, oh yeah, I got billed again. We don't want to be that service. Like you can lock this price in forever. Like we're never going to charge you more, but in a year's time, we're not going to automatically charge you for the next year. We'll send you an email. At that point, you'll have the chance to upgrade, but we're that confident that you're going to use this, you're going to love it, you're going to see the value, that we're not even going to automatically bill you, despite how much I love recurring income in a year's time. So all of the other stuff is obviously yours to keep, particularly Similarity, like that's yours basically forever. But in Convertery in a year's time, that is an annual you will need to renew.
And I mean, you guys can go for yourself because Convertery is, obviously a public product out there, and you can go and buy it right now. So you can go to their page and see that it truly is a monthly service for a third of what you're getting, or a third of the value of what you're getting. You can, so this is truly a live attendee only special with some additional bonuses that he threw in, because out of my request, I always tell him, I take my live session seriously. I really like rewarding people that show up live. So you can go to the live Convertery sales page and compare it to the value that you're getting on here. And I mean, you will not be able to find this value outside of this call. So make sure that you jump on this. And if you have any questions, any additional questions, post them in the chat box so that we can address your questions and make sure that we get you inside of this special deal.
So yeah, please keep asking questions while you're typing those in. I just want to note that everything's completely guaranteed for 30 days, even if you take advantage of the calls. Like there isn't going to be some weird thing where, like I know some companies are like, oh no, we can't refund you because we can't get our time back. I seriously don't mind. And if you use it for 29 days, you've had the implementation call with someone from my team, you've had the strategy call with me, it's 29 days later and you're like, you know what, Andy, this isn't for me, I don't want this. I will give you every penny of your money back. Even if you've taken advantage of that stuff, I do not mind. And if you're not completely 100% satisfied, you can have your money back.
Awesome. And once you guys have jumped in, let us know in the chat box so we can welcome you. Looks like Poppy has jumped in. Nikolaus has jumped in. So great. And someone is asking what's the price of Convertery afterwards. So you will be, although it won't auto renew, you will be locked in at that discounted price with all of the, the triple numbers. You'll be locked in at that. If you do choose to renew at that time, you won't be reverted back to the default numbers. If you choose at the time to renew, you're going to renew at this locked in price with the locked in package level that you're at. Lorna is asking what happens if I already have Create. Well, I'll go ahead and unlock the 2.0 features for you for free. And what I can do is go ahead and throw in some additional credits for you so that you can create some more content with Create as well.
That's fantastic. Thank you very much.
And Warren is saying, is Similarity a standalone product? Yes.
Yep. So you can buy. We do sell Similarity. That's what we're launching this week. That's kind of what's connected to this. So if you don't want a call with me, you don't want the implementation call, you don't want Convertery, you don't want any of the stuff, you can just buy Similarity if you want for $67. But that is also included free, as is the Pro version. All of that is included in this bundle. So you should just take advantage of this. It's a way better deal.
And Mario is saying he has Convertery, Create, and Sendio. Wow, Mario, that's awesome. You may just want to pick up the Similarity offer then and just get that funnel builder inside of your Convertery account.
We on Tuesday we comped all Similarity to all existing Convertery users.
Oh wow, so you're good to go then.
Like we take care of our like existing customers. So if you're an existing customer and you're on this call, like let me know if you want some of this stuff. We'll happily hook you up. Like this isn't, I don't want anyone that's already a customer feeling salty about this. Like I'll happily jump on a strategy call with you if you're an existing customer and watching this.
That's amazing. Talk about customer service there. That's awesome. I've just joined. Awesome. Shane has just joined. Awesome. Shane has Create and Sendio as well. So if you guys have Create and Sendio as well, there seems like there's several of you that have already Create and Sendio. So what I'll do for those of you guys, I'll just do it for all of you guys as well. We do have another platform that we're working on called Copywriter, which will pretty much take care of all of your copywriting needs. So it'll write headlines for you. It'll write email subject lines for you. It'll dummy down, copy your existing copy if it's a little bit too advanced and it isn't converting too well. It'll dummy it down. It's going to pretty much do everything and anything when it comes to copywriting for you with artificial intelligence built in. So it's all AI copywriting on there, and that is almost done. We just did kind of pause it for a bit because we're working on a couple of other projects, but we're shooting for Q1 of next year to have that completely done. So I'll go ahead and throw that in for you guys as well. It'll pretty much do so many different things. If you're looking to start a new brand and you need help coming up with your brand name, boom, you can plug that into our platform and it'll just give you different options that you can think of. So many different things when it comes to good copywriting. You'll be able to use artificial intelligence to help you nail it right the first time. So I'll throw that in for you guys. Literally no one has access to that. So I'll make sure that I make that up for you guys. For those of you that are loyal customers and have several of my products, I'll do that for you guys as well.
That's awesome. That's amazing. Whenever I do one of these with you, I always feel like you're just so massively over delivering. That's why I wanted to put together this success package. So like last time I did one of these calls, like I felt like I had to play catch up to the value you bring to the table.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I really truly appreciate those people coming on here live. I know it's tough. I know we're all busy. I know we have family. We have so many different things going on. So taking 90 minutes out of their time to be on here live is it's I really appreciate that.
Thanks, man. A few more questions popping up in the chat box. Let's go through those. So Frank asked, are there reseller or white label options? So the client proposal generator that you can use within Convertery, and within Similarity. So like once you've simulated the funnel, you can generate a client proposal document really easily for it. That's completely white labelable. You can put your own logo on it. You can turn off the Powered by Similarity. And certainly any site you generate, like there's a Powered by Convertery badge, but you can turn that off. But you can't resell or white label Convertery itself. They have to buy that from us if they want it. Lorna's asking, do I still get charged a monthly fee? There's no extra monthly fee. So 697 gets you access, gets you everything on the list, including a year's access to Convertery. And you also lock in that price for next year and every other year. So for 697, you can keep accessing it, which is just a smidge off half the public price when people pay monthly.
Perfect. And Paul and Lorna just jumped in as well. And remember, guys, for those of you that jump in while you're on the call, you're gonna get that exclusive strategy call one-on-one with Andy. Talking about whatever it is that you need help with in your business. You're gonna get that strategy call. So as long as you buy on the call, you're gonna get that bonus. So it seems like there's already been about 6 or 7 of you that have posted, that have joined in. So make sure that you get on there. I'm sure that once we get to like 20 or 30 people, that just kind of gets out of hand. So make sure that you're one of the first few that get on there so that you can book in that strategy call and get your business on the right track, or get any issues that you're having with your business cleared up and get put on the right track, so that you can go into the holiday season and go into the new year with just a clear vision of what you can do in your business to really take it to the next level in the next year.
Cool. Glenn's asking, is this good for one-page ecom sales? Absolutely. So we've got a full shopping cart and a ton of like ecom fulfillment tracking and all kinds of special stuff like that. So you can, and most importantly, the Zapier integration, because one thing we've discovered, particularly with e-commerce stuff, is there is 1,000 services out there, and whereas it's hard to stay integrated with lots of autoresponders and webinars, it's practically impossible to stay integrated with every ecom service out there. That's why we added the Zapier integration. So you are bound to need, like, to get stuff into fulfillment solutions, you're bound to need all kinds of stuff like that. And us having that middleware layer, having that integration with Zapier, means there's very few services you won't be able to get your data into for whatever it is you want to sell, however it is you want to sell it. Like, we'll take care of the page, we'll take care of like taking the money and like processing it through Stripe or PayPal. But there's always the fulfillment layer. You've always got to get the product to someone. And that's where Zapier comes in, so you can get it into these other services.
Mario and where is it?
So the launch special closes on Friday.
Yeah, so this is truly a special offer, guys. Convertery has been around for a while. Similarity is the new kind of like a 2. You could kind of say a 2.0 feature built into Convertery that really takes it to the next level, being a visual funnel builder. So that aspect, this entire special deal will only be available during the launch, this launch period. So, once that's over, they go back to business as usual, where, they are, a monthly software as a service business, and that's the only way you're going to be able to get access to it. So this is truly a company that runs day in and day out as a, real SaaS out there in the real world. And every once in a while they come out, they release a special offer, and then they go back to business as usual, right? They have a full team growing their company. So this is, not one of those deals where, you can pick it up, a month or two down the line. This is truly a launch special, 5 to 6 days that you have the ability to pick this up.
Yeah, so the last time we did a deal like this was this time 2019. It lasted 4 days then, and we're considerably more expensive than we were back then. Like, our prices only ever go up. So, like, plenty of people have locked in their deals over the years, and they think we're insane that we continue to honor it. But I mean, if you get on today, if you get on as part of this deal, you will lock that price in forever.
Yep, yeah, and there's been a couple of people on here posting. There's one charter member guy in here. He was saying, yeah, I'm charter member here, and someone else that got in when you guys first launched as well. So and they're raving about it. So absolutely.
Yeah, so we literally have people still using us. They jumped on board in July of 2016 when we first launched, and those people have used us, if not every day, at least every week since then, because we're that integral a part of their business.
Awesome.
Like, we take this stuff really seriously.
Perfect. Shane is saying he's got to go. Thank you for such an outstanding offer. Awesome. You're welcome, Shane, and thanks for jumping on board. And if you guys have any further questions, let us know. We'll stay on here till the top of the hour, about 4 p.m. That's the time that my oldest daughter wakes up, so I got to go over there and tend to her since my wife is with our younger one. So I have about 3 minutes left. I always plan things like perfectly so that I make myself available to be able to check back in into dad mode. All right, let's see. Lorna is asking, have agency unlimited with freestyle? Oh, okay, Lorna. So you're asking, all right.
Lorna's asking about Create.
Yeah, she has unlimited credits as well. All right, so I'll have to figure out some sort of bonus for you, because you have the highest level we have in Create. So there's extra credits for you doesn't really mean anything. I'll get something for you, Lorna. send me an email to my support desk. If there's a specific product of mine that you want, I can get you taken care of that for you. We also have Studio coming up in the next month. So if if you don't have, if you're not a beta tester for that, then I can get you in there for that as well. All right. Any other questions? Let me see, Mario. Will we be able to use Similarity with Convertery sites for mobile speed, as Convertery itself is not that great compared with mobile first option?
We are in fact in the process of upgrading our mobile render as well. So Convertery mode. This always sounds a bit weird when I say this, so apologies for that. Google's page speed tool is rubbish. I mean, you've only got to like point Google's page speed tool at their own sites to see just how rubbish the reports are. But Convertery's pages load insanely fast, and I do encourage you to like literally open it on your phone. Like you use the link I posted in the chat earlier. Open that link on your phone, you'll see how fast it loads. Google's page speed tool has got more and more aggressive at like saying things are slow when they're really not. However, we are absolutely in the process of doing some upgrades, so it will make it a chunk faster, but it will also just report a load better on page speed insights. But if you want to see how rubbish Google's tool and their own sites are, try pointing page speed insights at YouTube and see how well that does.
Awesome. Well, Saeed says he also wants one of my products. All right, perfect. So if you jumped into Convertery and the bonuses that I've mentioned you already have, and you want another one of my products as a bonus instead, hit up my support desk and just let them know which one you want, and I'll make sure that you get access to that. And Johnny Walker is asking for some more winners. So what I'll do to close off the call, since there's one more question, and then we'll close off the call. If I buy Similarity at 67, is it got any sample templates?
Yeah, absolutely. So in fact, let me show you. So when you click create, you'll see like these are the funnels that we've already created to simulate, and we're also in the process of adding. So over the last couple of months, I've been doing a series of expert interviews. So I've got a bunch of like expert funnel builders onto interview calls. It's called Funnel Masters. It's available on YouTube and podcasts if you want to listen to it. And what we got all the guests to do was agree that their funnels could be included as simulations in Similarity. So for example, Videos' funnel that has made them, it's the simplest funnel in the world, and it's made them over $35 million. We've got a simulation coming out in Similarity, so you'll be able to play with that funnel and understand the moving parts of it being added into there. So yeah, there's absolutely templates for the simulations. If you just want to pick up Similarity, there's plenty of templates for you to simulate, with more coming as well.
Perfect. And Warren is saying, no other questions. This is a super deal, a service I use for a company I'm doing with a friend. The company runs Learnistic. Awesome. So thank you for that positive feedback, Warren. So I'll close this call off. If you guys want to just post your favorite number into the chat box, and I'll pick 2 more winners for the $50 prize packs. Or if you want to trade that in for one of my products, we can do that. And while you guys are posting those numbers, Andy, thank you for coming on here and spending some time with us, for sharing this value with us, and yeah, for putting together such an amazing software as well, because this is truly, one of those platforms that can really help people take their business to the next level. So with that said, I'm going to close my eyes and just scroll up and down a few times and pick one. Oh, look at that, Saeed, you actually got picked. Awesome. So Saeed, you are one winner. You posted the number 1. Let me close my eyes again and scroll up and down. And ABD Shuk, hopefully I got your name right. So Saeed Ali and ABD Shuk, hopefully I'm getting you guys' names correctly. I'll send you a message now, and you guys can claim those prizes. But with that, make sure you guys jump in on this special deal. The link is in the chat box, and I'll post it in the questions box now as well, so that you can make sure you claim that strategy call with Andy. Okay, those are limited time. As soon as we end the call, that bonus is done. So if you're on the fence right now, lock that in so that you can get that one-on-one strategy call. But with that, Andy, if you have any parting words, thank you again. And feel free to shut it down whenever you're ready.
Only to say thank you very much for hosting me today. I really appreciate it. And to everyone that's hung around on the call, I really appreciate you as well. It's pretty humbling that people come out to listen to me talk about like, this is the thing I do. This is the thing that gets me out of bed in the morning. I've been living, eating, sleeping, and breathing this for nearly 6 years. And it's amazing that people come out and listen to me talk about it. So seriously, guys, thank you very much.
Perfect. Everyone have a great night, great morning, or wherever you are, great evening. We'll talk to you guys in the next one.